Okay.
Okay, cool. So I guess we'll start with introductions. I'll go first. My name is Nick Barucki. I'm a second-year engineering student at YSU. I'm 20 years old, and I went to Canfield High. Introductions. I'll go first. My name is Nick Barucki. I'm a second-year engineering student at YSU. I'm 20 years old, and I went to Canfield High.
Do you know what's
Introductions. I'll go first. My name is Nick Barucki. I'm a second-year engineering student at YSU. I'm 20 years old, and I went to Canfield High.
Do you know what's
Introductions. I'll go first. My name is Nick Barucki. I'm a second-year engineering student at YSU. What is going on?
I don't know.
And I went to Canfield High. Yeah, it's coming from my screen. Hold on. What is going on?
I don't know.
It's coming from my screen. Hold on. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's coming from my screen. I have no idea what's going on. I closed my other window. I have no idea what's going on. I closed my other window. Is it
I
on
don't
yours?
either.
Do you have are you also watching it while you're in it? Is it open in another tab? Or?
I don't know. Hold on. I don't either.
Are you also watching it while you're in it? Is it open in another tab?
Is that better?
I think so.
Okay. Well, hopefully that worked.
Okay. Do you want to re-record it, or I don't think it matters.
It's still says it's broadcasting, so.
Okay.
I never stopped the broadcast, I think.
Okay.
Okay, so my name's Mackenzie Hawk, and I go to Hubbard High School, but I'm also dual enrolled, so I'm also in college this year. I'm planning to go in as a biology major and eventually go to medical school, but I'm in this class right now, so.
Okay, cool. So are we the only two in our group? Is that what's happening?
I guess, because this kid, I think his name's Deontay, maybe. He emailed me and he was like, well, I have church too. And I was like, okay, well, just let me know what's a good time so we can figure it out. And he just never responded. So I was like, okay.
All right. So I guess we can't count on him.
No. And I don't know who the other person is.
Okay. So for this project, do you want to meet every week like this, how we're doing now?
Sure.
If anyone else wants to join, they can. I don't know.
Yeah. I did I tried to do a little bit of research before I got on here about Dr. Tyus or whatever. And I didn't really find that much about his charity stuff. I just found out about him at YSU because they have a bunch of links about him as a professor, but they didn't really have a lot. I found I guess the biggest thing I found for charity was he donated in this Relay for Life for the Department of Communications. They had a group that tried to fundraise, and he was the biggest donation. He donated $400.
Okay.
I'm sorry, my dogs are nuts. And then the only other thing I found was that he's the vice president of a group called the Black Faculty and Staff Association. And he got some Martin Luther King Diversity Award, but that's all I found.
Okay. So I kind of looked into it a little too, and yeah. maybe we'll have to research more into that and find like a cause that like really connects to that. Well, did you come up with any ideas?
I mean, I was thinking about it like over the week. I wasn't really researching the causes, but I was thinking about them, and I don't know. There's a bunch out there. I kind of wanted to find something that was different, like instead of some like cancer thing or something like that. Like I kind of wanted to find something that was like unique, because he sounds like he's one of those guys that like he's like well rounded and he likes to kind of like reach out to all different places. So I was gonna try to find something that was more like he went to that half marathon for the Crohn's thing, which most
Right.
people, you know, don't really think of that kind of thing. So I was gonna try to find something more along those lines.
Yeah.
Um, but I know in my first blog post I asked if anybody had any ideas, and obviously I guess nobody had any ideas because we're the only two,
Yeah.
I guess.
Um, I jotted down a couple. Um, one would be like cleaning the rivers in Youngstown. I know like that's been like a thing. A lot of people are just donating time towards doing, um, and that's just because he's from or teaches in Youngstown. Maybe he would like that cause or cross cultural volunteering, like in Africa or Asia, or maybe like funding that organization that puts on those trips.
That's a good one. Oh, you know what? I just thought of one. My mom actually does this. It's called Child Fund, and you basically like they have a bunch of profiles on little kids, and you pick out one, and then you like sponsor that child. So you send it. I think it's like 35 a month or something, and then he like writes you like the little kid like writes you letters, and you know like and some of the kids have like a little thing attached where if you like raise so much money for him that they'll actually take you to go visit the child. So I don't know, that would be it's called Child Fund. My mom, I have a little brother, I guess you'd call him, that my mom, I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but my mom funds him every month. So
Oh, that's cool. I'll look more into that. That sounds like a good idea. I feel like that would fit him
yeah,
because
well, especially because a lot of the places they're not like here. They're like India, like
right.
Pakistan, and like all those places. So
Yeah. So that would be like another like cultural thing. I was reading like he like likes to study like cross cultural like communications or inter
and I'm
cultural.
thinking like that kind of because it is communication. Like he would send money and then they like write letters and like do all that kind of stuff. So that's communication, I guess.
That's cool. I like that.
Okay.
Then like the last idea I had would just be like a lot of teachers have like scholarships in their name or like want people to join for their purpose, and like through the school they'll create like a scholarship in their name for a certain cause. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just the professor maybe.
Yeah.
So um so we have to write an analysis, I guess. Do you want to like plan to have that done by next week and then
Sure.
okay.
I'm honestly like when I was in high school, I didn't really work with groups because I could never really count on people. So I pretty much just did everything. So I don't
Yeah.
really care. Like, don't feel like you're putting too much work on me because if it was up to me, I'd do the whole thing on my own.
No, yeah, no, I think we'll work together well then because that's the same way I am.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll research into that a little more. We could talk through the group blog maybe and like
Yeah.
go around ideas or whatever. If anyone else wants to read them, they can, and
Hmm.
and maybe.
Yeah.
Um, so
Um, I, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say, I guess like the way his directions are set up, I'm not really quite sure. Like, I don't know. I know this is supposed to be due by tomorrow at 11:59, but it's kind of confusing. Like, because he told my friend, I have a friend that's in another group, that she's doing like the same program as me with like the CCP and everything, and she said that he emailed her when she asked a question and he was like, oh no, the research and all that stuff, that's just a warm up for the speech. And we're like, well, what's the actual speech then? I'm confused. So I don't know. It wasn't really straightforward. I don't know if I don't know. I guess
Yeah, I know what you're saying. There were like a couple like almost like outlines for the project. Like there's one on that webcom. I think
yeah.
it's not as detailed, but
Yeah,
I
I don't know if we're supposed to do that one and be graded on it, or if we're supposed to do the one that because like in the thing about Dr. Tyus, there was like a chunk that was like, this is the minimum I should see on your outline.
yeah.
So, like, I'm confused. Are we supposed to do that, or are we supposed to do the webcom one?
I think they're the same. They're the same thing. He just worded it differently in the one he posted, like with Dr. Tyus. But I think the written analysis is like before we do the presentation. That's the
Yeah.
way I understood it. The presentation is due August 3rd, so I don't know any other due dates for this project, but
There's a
yeah.
there's a thing that I saw that was like due dates for major assignments or something like that. But I think is the written analysis the same thing as the outline?
I believe so.
Okay.
I think maybe they're different because um, the outline I think is more like our parts. I think it was like outline individuals parts or whatever. But
Mm.
yeah, I
We
mean
can't
if they're
really do that until there's like other people.
yeah. So and there might not be. So I guess right now we can just plan on just us
Yeah.
doing it. So that should work out fine. And
Yeah.
then for the presentation, I just jotted down a couple things that were important. It has to be 6 minutes long, and then we have to do like this Google Hangout and like share our parts, like present. Maybe like I present and then you present. I don't know. However we want to
Yeah,
do it.
I think that's how it works.
Okay, cool. So um, yeah, so right now let's just work on the written. Let's just research the the causes and then work on the written analysis, and we'll try to
Yeah.
find something good.
Um, okay, so do you want to do more about the cleaning rivers in Youngstown, or the the child fund? Um, I mean, I mean, I can do anything. It doesn't really matter to me, but
I like the child fund thing. I
okay.
like the child funding thing. I think that would be a good cause. I'd like to like look more into that, like learn about it. But I
Okay.
think that's a really good idea.
Okay. Um, we could probably both like research and then kind of collaborate the next time we come to this little hangout thing or whatever, and see like what we found, if anybody found anything different. Um, and then meanwhile, I can probably try to do a little more research on Dr. Tyus. I really tried to like do everything I could. I tried to type in his name, and then I tried to put in like charity. I tried to, like see if there were any links on any websites, and I couldn't find anything. So
Yeah,
um, I don't really know what else we could do, but I could also email Dr. Davis and ask him what he thinks I should do.
yeah, that's true. I know he said we'll have to go to some external sources in the like, rubric or whatever for the project. So we might have to look somewhere else for a source or yeah.
I don't
So,
know exactly how to do that, but okay.
sure. Um, yeah, so let's do a little more research, then that way we'll know for sure.
Okay.
Okay, so do you want to meet again sometime like the middle of next week, or we could just blog what we find?
Uh-huh. Um, I think we should probably meet again. I don't know like what your schedule's like, but Let me look. I think I work Tuesday through Friday, 1 to 5. So anytime after that, probably because I go to class on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays in the morning at like 8 to like
Okay.
10 something. So
Okay, cool. I'll have to look at my schedule for work, and yeah, I don't have it with me now, so
okay,
I guess I'll just send that to you, and then we'll like find a good time that works for both of us for
yeah.
next
Just
week.
if you, whenever you look at your schedule and everything, just email me like what time or whatever, because that I can check more quickly than like the blog and stuff. Because sometimes like I don't have time to get on my computer and log into
Yeah,
Blackboard and stuff. So
yeah, definitely.
okay, sounds good.
Okay, cool. And then next time, hopefully there won't be any technical problems. I
Yeah,
know
I think I figured it out how to do it.
you
So
did.
I think so. I think I figured it out. It's just like
Okay.
it like does this weird thing where um if I like click out of it to see, like I did that to invite you, and then I clicked out of it so that I could chat and see where you were, but I clicked minimize and then it would like go away and I wasn't sure, so I would like start a new one and it was I don't
Okay.
know. So I think I figured it out though. So
Okay. Sounds good.
all
I'll
right.
talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.